A large part of what makes business meetings successful is in the meeting preparation phase. And in this video, I'm going to share with you key elements you need to prepare in order to have that successful business meeting. Now, if you attend meetings, you are probably attending project meetings as well. Well, if you wait to the end of this video, I have something really cool to share with you that's going to ensure your project meetings are successful too. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. For the best career and project management advice, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button, and a brand new video is going to come out to you every Wednesday. After facilitating hundreds, if not thousands of meetings for my clients, both live and virtually, I've come across really tried and true preparation techniques that are going to ensure that you are successful in your meeting. So let's get to it and check it out. Define meeting type and purpose. All right, this is something a lot of people don't do, and I'm really going to recommend from a preparation phase you really consider this. Meeting type is the first thing you have to think about. What kind of meeting are you going to have? Is it a brainstorming session? Is it a decision-making session? Is it an update session, which by the way I don't recommend. Try to get those out of your meetings, but really think about what are you trying to do. This figuring out the type is really going to help you then create the purpose. Because if you don't know what kind of meeting you're having, well then how do you know the purpose that you're going to have too? So these really go hand in hand, and it is so important to think about what type of meeting you're going to have and the purpose associated with it. Ideally, try to stick with one meeting type. But if you have to do two things, that's okay. But again, don't overwhelm yourself by having too many things. Who should attend the meeting? This is now important because if you figured out your type and your purpose, who's going to attend, it just falls through quite naturally. Too many times I see in meetings that everyone's invited, or not enough people are invited, or the wrong people are invited. Why? Because they probably didn't think about type or purpose. But this is now becomes very linked. In fact, everything we're doing from a preparation perspective is all linked. So really understand who you need to invite. Be specific. We all live in meetings, so don't over-invite people for the sake of being nice and keeping people in the loop. There's other techniques you can use. So think about who you need to invite. Take a look at the type of your meeting that you're having and really focus on that to really guide you in that decision. Create a clear agenda. I know this is a given, but you'll be amazed in the preparation phase how some people actually don't even have an agenda, or they give the agenda at the very last minute. So there are times I don't have an agenda ready up until the last minute, but because I have type and I have purpose, that gives enough direction for people. If you are the only person who's going to be talking in the meeting or leading it for whatever reason it is, giving an agenda late, I find that's acceptable. However, if you don't and you need other people to lead, you need other people to speak, you must give that agenda minimum 24 hours in notice, even 48 hours, because you have to let the people who are going to be explaining or are on the agenda items that they actually have to do something. Now, when you create an agenda, it is really important that you think about what's going to be on it and put associated times with what you're going to be doing. So many times I see people jam-pack an agenda and then they don't even get halfway through it. In fact, I was creating an agenda just last week and I had amazing ideas, and then I put my timing to it, and guess what? I actually had to throw out 5 key elements because there's no way I could get through it, because the other things that I kept were way more important than the things I got rid of. But there's no way I would have known that if A, I didn't create the agenda and I didn't put time associated with it. So create your agenda and ensure that that's solid. Ideally before the meeting if you're including other people, but if you're not, at least ensure timing is done. Sending pre-read. All right, this also is one that you can kind of play around with. Depending on your type of meeting, you may or may not have pre-read. All right, this is why, as I said earlier on, the first thing I talked to you about was type and purpose. It's going to dictate a lot of things afterwards. So if you're having a decision-making meeting, then you better have pre-read, because you need to give that information in advance to the participants so that they can truly make a right decision. If you're having a brainstorming session, you probably don't need pre-read because you can have people come in and you're going to lead them through the session anyway. So by understanding the type, it's going to determine what type of pre-read you have. So now let's talk about pre-read. Don't send everything, including the kitchen sink, to everyone because they're not going to have time to do it. And you have to send pre-read in advance. Again, like the agenda, minimum 24 hours. People just don't have the time to fit all that in and be properly prepared, particularly if it's around decisions. So if you really know in advance your meeting, create your pre-read accordingly and try to be succinct, stick to bullet points. It's going to help out the participants who really need to have that information. And then you can go through it together at your meeting. Prepare yourself. As a meeting facilitator, what you do is really important. So you want to make sure you're prepared. Depending on your meeting, you may even want to practice your presentation, depending again on what it is and who you're speaking to. So really prepare yourself in that way, getting everything ready. But also if you're having a brainstorming session, make sure you have all your tools that you need and ensure that technology works. So many times I've been in meetings where technology doesn't work and we're wasting our time trying to get it up and running. Well, guess what? You should have done that beforehand. So just prepare yourself so that when you walk in, you're cool, calm, and collected. And always arrive 5 minutes early so that you can get yourself organized. Now that you know how to prepare for your business meeting, it is time for you to check out this checklist and how to ensure your projects don't fail. Because if you have business meetings, you definitely have project meetings. And ensuring how to do a proper meeting is just as important on how to make sure your projects don't fail. So go to the link below and grab this free download. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and please share it with all the people that you know. Let me know if you have any other techniques that you use when you prepare for your meetings. I'd love to hear from you. Until the next video, see ya.